At an age when most people are figuring out their student loans, one 25-year-old orchestrated a power play so massive it brought two of the world's richest football clubs to their knees. He didn't just ask for a paycheck, he demanded control, a 9-figure signing bonus, and a contract that looked more like the GDP of a small country. This isn't just the story of a football star. This is the story of Kylian Mbappe's calculated, ruthless, and brilliant plan to become a billionaire. Welcome to Luxe Legends, where fame, fortune, and controversy collide. Section 1. The Blueprint, forged in the streets of Bondi. To understand the man who commands half-billion-dollar contracts, you have to go back to the concrete playgrounds of Bondi, a tough suburb northeast of Paris. This wasn't a place that minted billionaires, but in the Mbappé household, a blueprint was being drawn. His father, Wilfred, a football coach, instilled a ferocious work ethic and tactical genius. But the secret weapon was his mother, Fayza Lamari. A former professional handball player with a law degree, Fayza was the strategist, the negotiator, the architect of the brand to come. While other kids were just playing, Kylian was studying. He consumed football, watching hours of Cristiano Ronaldo, not just for the goals, but for the branding, the ambition, the transformation from athlete to global icon. His parents famously turned down multi-million-dollar offers from clubs like Chelsea and Real Madrid when he was just a child. The reason? It wasn't the right time. They weren't chasing the quick money. They were playing the long game. Every decision was a chess move, designed to protect and build the most valuable asset in the family, Kylian himself. He was nurtured to be more than a player. He was groomed to be a king. Section 2. The Paris Heist, becoming football's most expensive teenager. The world got its first real glimpse of the Mbappé master plan in 2017. A lightning-fast teenager at AS Monaco, he dismantled Europe's elite teams in the Champions League. Suddenly, every super club on the planet wanted him. This was the first major test of Fayza Lamari's strategy. Real Madrid, his childhood dream club, was calling, but Paris Saint-Germain, funded by the limitless wealth of Qatar, made an offer that was impossible to ignore. They didn't just offer money, they offered a narrative. Stay in France, be the hero of your hometown, lead a team with Neymar, another global superstar. The deal was a staggering 180 million euros, making him the most expensive teenager in history. But the real genius was in the contract details. It wasn't a simple transfer. It was a one-year loan with an obligation to buy. This clever financial structuring allowed PSG to navigate spending rules while securing their man. At just 18 years old, Mbappé wasn't just joining a club. He was becoming a cornerstone of a multi-billion-dollar sporting project. 1 year later, he would lift the World Cup for France, scoring in the final. The boy from Bondi was now a global phenomenon, and his price tag had just begun to skyrocket. Section 3. The Mbappé Matrix, controlling the narrative. With fame and fortune exploding, most athletes get lost in the noise. But this is where the Mbappé Matrix kicked in. While other stars were caught in scandals or messy media cycles, Mbappé's image remained pristine. Every move was meticulously controlled. He trademarked his KM logo and his iconic crossed-arm celebration. He donated his entire World Cup winnings, over $500,000, to charity, a PR move so perfect it seemed written by a Hollywood agent. His brand endorsements reflected this precision. He signed a massive, long-term deal with Nike, putting him in the same elite tier as Ronaldo and LeBron James. He became the face of luxury watchmaker Hublot, and the first ever footballer to be a global ambassador for the high fashion house Dior. These weren't just sponsorship deals, they were strategic partnerships that elevated his brand beyond the pitch. He was an athlete, a fashion icon, and a philanthropist. Behind it all was Fayza Lamari.
She personally managed his contracts, his image rights, and his finances, famously demanding a 50-50 split of his off-field earnings. While he focused on football, she built the empire around him, ensuring that every interview, every Instagram post, and every commercial added value to brand Mbappé. He was becoming less of a footballer and more of a luxury good, and the world was desperate to own a piece. Section 4. King of Paris, the contract that broke football. By 2022, Kylian Mbappe's contract was expiring. This set the stage for the most dramatic transfer saga in modern sports. On one side, Real Madrid, the club of his dreams, confident they could finally sign him for free. On the other, Paris Saint-Germain, terrified of losing their French crown jewel for nothing. What followed was a masterclass in leverage. For months, Mbappé played a silent game while the two clubs waged a public war for his affection. Real Madrid offered him the iconic white shirt and a legacy. PSG offered him the king's keys. The president of France itself called Mbappé, urging him to stay as a matter of national pride. An offer that didn't just break the bank, it broke the entire sport. Reports detailed a 3-year deal worth an insane $650 million. It included the largest signing bonus in history, over $100 million just for putting pen to paper. But the money was only part of it. The truly unprecedented part was the power. Mbappé was reportedly given influence over sporting decisions, a say in coaches, players, and the club's direction. He had successfully positioned himself as more valuable than the club itself. He used the desire of his dream club as leverage to secure a contract from his current club that made him, effectively, the King of Paris. It was a move so audacious, so powerful, it sent shockwaves through the entire industry. Section 5. The Endgame. From Prodigy to Billionaire. The ink on that historic PSG contract was barely dry before the next chapter began. The power, the money, it was all part of the endgame. After squeezing every last drop of leverage from PSG, he executed the final stage of his plan. In 2024, he announced he was leaving Paris, finally making his long-awaited move to the most decorated club in the world, Real Madrid. This move isn't just a career choice, it's a global business expansion. At Real Madrid, his brand will reach a new stratosphere. He joins a legacy of icons like David Beckham and Cristiano Ronaldo, players who transcended sport to become global cultural forces. His earnings, already at an estimated $120 million per year, are set to explode. His new contract, combined with his existing endorsements and future investments, puts him on a clear path to $1 billion net worth before he's 30. From the streets of Bondi to the throne of world football, Kylian Mbappe's story is a testament to ruthless ambition and meticulous planning. He learned the game on the pitch, but he mastered the game of power and money off of it. He is the blueprint for the modern athlete CEO, a prodigy who wasn't content to be just the best. He wanted to own the game itself. And his billion-dollar destiny is just getting started. What do you think of Mbappe's master plan? Is it brilliant business or a sign of player power gone too far? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories from inside the world's most exclusive circles. This is Luxe Legends, where fame, fortune, and controversy collide.